Alright, good morning, y'all. Today is Friday, February 9th. It is right now 8:30 a.m. New York Standard Time. As always, we're going to dig into the charts, the 1 hour chart. Right now, what I see is an imbalance right here. So we're going to draw out a fair value gap because that could be an area where price would most likely draw to if it were to come back down, because price did take out previous day's highs. There's a pool of liquidity here. Price came up, and it may want to come back down to rebalance. We'll see. Since we're trading the 1 minute chart, we are only going to be using maximum 1 hour time frame. London high was taken right before 7:30 open, which is before New York open. So what I'm expecting is price, if price did want to come back down, is to come down and rebalance this area, the 1 hour fair value gap, and then come back up as a continuation. Looking at ES, there is no SMT divergence either to tell me that price will reverse. So unless there is SMT divergence, I'm going to assume that these levels will be untouched and there's going to be a continuation up. All right. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. 5 minute chart, that 1 hour fair value gap is there. It's 8:31, so price wants to pump up already. Took out liquidity here. There's equal lows there. Yeah, price is definitely bullish. So what we're gonna do, so we're gonna see what price does here if it decides to come back down. Let's look at the 1 minute. Look at that, perfect. Equal lows taken. Change in the state of delivery, right? Because if you take this order block, this entire thing was an order block. Change in the state of delivery. Price will come back down into that order block and then pump up. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking for an entry there. If you come back down to the 5 minute chart, right there is the change in the state of delivery, right where 7:30 open is. So that's the plan. I am bullish. All right, I couldn't capture it in time, but I did take a long trade. I was trying to record my entry and then my exit. That was a quick 2-to-1 trade. My account is at $425.72. It moved up really quickly. I mean, I saw this pullback and then I knew that price would continue up, so I wanted to take that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for an actual real pullback down into this area so that we can take it up higher. And that's the plan. I mean, that's going to be my strategy moving forward. And also Doji Trade's inverse fair value gap strategy. And if we took that, then in about 1 minute, when this candle closes, you should be entering along because this fair value gap is closed, this bearish fair value gap. But it had already taken that high. So we're just going to wait. Alright, so price came back into this area. I'm going to see if price is digging into this order block. That's a wide range. Alright, let me dig down into. There's a volume imbalance there, so I'm going to put an order there for one contract. And if it comes down to it, it comes down to it. If it doesn't, then oh well. I'm going to be targeting that high. Trade number 2, perfect entry in that volume imbalance coming up. Price doesn't want to continue up though. We'll see what's going on. Let's see what price does. I'm going to move my sell stop up here. I'm not going to take a loss on this position. Alright, update on the position. As you can see, it sold. It hit my stop loss that I trailed up. So my account was up to $516.44. That was a $95 gain, which is going to wait for another entry. It might come back down into this area, but you know what? I do want to be patient until after open, so we're just going to sit tight. Alright, I put a buy limit order here. The reason why I put a buy limit order here is because I believe this is a protected low. And I'm going to put my stop here, my sell limit up here. I believe that this is a protected low. I don't think price will come back down into this area because it took out liquidity here. So this order block leg fair value gap. I believe that the price will come down into this area and pump up. So we'll see what price does. 9:30 open is happening in about 8 minutes, 7 minutes now. We'll just sit tight. All right, tagged in. We'll see what price does. I like the risk to reward on this, so that's the reason why I took this trade. All of the analysis is telling me that this should move up, so that's what I'm going to be doing. We'll see how price reacts. Yep, stopped out. Alright, update. Account is at 262.16. Alright, I am overall bullish, but the reason why I took this short is because price wicked into this fair value gap, this imbalance. And I was thinking it was going to take out London low, but it looks like I'm just going to be stopped out. Yeah. Alright, so my account right now is at 57% profit. So I took 4 trades total, 2 wins, 2 losses. That was a $200 loss, and then the other one was a $250 loss. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, honestly, I rushed this short position in that fair value gap. I should have waited for the indicator to tell me when to go in. When price was overbought. I'm adding another one there. Buy stop goes up. This is not my funded account. This is an evaluation. Just FYI. Position is taking a lot of heat. Oh my gosh. Goodbye. This high. Maybe changing the state of delivery. Oh, this fair value gap is holding. Price is definitely bullish. Going in. Two contracts. Price will continue to pump. I'm going to take one off there and one off there. See how this position does. Oh, just a current update. Account is in drawdown of $1,000. This is an eval account. I'm going to add another one. I'm expecting price to take out these highs at least. If not, then, you know, it's a failed trade. Move on. There we go. Took one. There we go. That's the second one. Move my stop up. Risk-free trade. Currently, my account is at $12 profit. So we are headed up. My bullish bias was correct. Oh, it's going to hit my stop. I'm okay with that. I'll just re-enter. Account's at 35.80. Adding another position. Sell stop down here. At the bottom of this order block. Take profit at that volume imbalance. There we go. Alright, we're watching this level here, this fair value gap order block level. It's taking its sweet time. There we go, one contract booked. up. Account balance right now is at 420. Yeah, give or take, somewhere around there. Alright, what's price doing? It's coming back down, rebalancing all that. Alright. Account is up 242.96. Fair value gap. If price had moved up from this leg to here, about 35 points. Alright, currently this position is looking good. The add-in was okay. Again, I'm testing out a strategy, okay? Don't crucify me for taking like all of these trades. I mean, it says number of trades 18, but realistically the amount of trades that I've taken is half of that. For some reason, Trade-of-8 adds on the number of trades when you add onto a position. So if I added right now, it'll say 19 trades, but the position is still the same, okay? So don't crucify me for that number. Adding on another one for the final push. You know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna take one. My account's at 944. Watch it like take that and then some. I'll move one up here just in case it like pops up. I'm gonna see if I can catch the overflow. I shouldn't do that. It's done. Alright, cool. 1,075 and 12 cents booked. Yes sir, funded account is ready. Alright, so with this funded account, I want to wait for a position. I'm going to be very, very patient. So I learned that I can only trade 3 micros or 3 minis. I think I'm going to try to manage my risk with 1 mini. And then if I lose a trade, then I'll switch over to 3 micros to lower my risk. But currently, I don't see anything worthwhile entering unless this creates a divergence, but there's really nothing. Alright y'all, this is my funded account. I took this trade because of this divergence right here, where price retraced. This is a 2-to-1 position. I'm thinking it could go up a little bit higher. So I'm going to be targeting this right here, the 2 fib. That seems a bit high actually. You know what? I'm just going to keep it 2-to-1. I'm not taking a loss on this position. This is my funded account. There we go. Alright, so I did 572. I'm not going to take a loss on that position. I mean, if you look at this range, just FYI, price moved up about 100 points. Unless we're expecting a 200-point move today, I'm going to be a little more conservative because this is my funded account. If I don't see a golden entry, then I'm not going to take it. This was the golden entry here, right here. But I didn't take that. If I see another golden entry like that, then I'm gonna go ahead and take it. But this isn't it. Alright, 1 minute candle. If it breaks this fair value gap, I'm going long. Yeah, that was a pretty bad entry. I don't know why I entered there or why I thought it. Okay, so that was a $100, $120 some dollar loss, $140 loss. My account's down, funded account's down 138.56. Again, that was a pretty bad entry. Why am I entering all of this? I saw it wick into that fair value gap and I thought it was good. We'll see. Alright, that was a loss, down 237.84. Stepping away. I entered this long position due to this inverse 5-minute inverse fair value gap and the 5-minute candle respecting this fair value gap. I'm expecting it to take out this high up there. So we will see price rebalanced into the 50 fib level perfectly. That aligns with this fair value gap from this leg. So I am still bullish. We'll see where price heads to, but currently I'm not liking the price action on this. We will be headed into the lunch macro soon at 11:50. So hopefully that'll send price up. Alright, account is down 321.40. Alright, little update. I am in 2 micro positions at the moment, and I am looking to enter a mini position here. Alright, so I entered this long here because of that divergence. You see how this indicator came way down into oversold area. So I'm going to be taking this trade up. Oh my gosh. At 150, so we're about halfway there. Debating if I should just take profits there or not. Taking profits. I'm not risking anything. This is my funded account. I have to treat this seriously. So that was a $135 gain. I still have my micro NQ position open. Account is now in drawdown of 168. Alright, let's just get into it. I'm not too happy with my funded account. I'm down 855, but it wasn't all bad. What I did well was manage my risk really well, right? So my largest losing trade was 180, but I think that's part of the problem. So what I'm learning is that my stops are too short, and it kept on stopping me out, especially with price action like today, where it was pretty choppy in the PM session. And I got my funded account around like 11 a.m., like right before lunch, and I didn't trade lunch when it looks like I probably should have. I did something well, managed my risk, but I definitely overtraded. That's not a surprise because that's something that I've been struggling with for a while now. But one of the wins that I will take away from today is managing my risk. With my evaluation account, I'm walking away with 1K in gains. So this is one of the accounts that I got locked out yesterday. I need to hit a net liquidity of 106,000. So I'm about 3.2K away from getting this funded as well. So that's going to be the goal for next week. And overall, the results weren't good because I'm obviously down 850, but I was able to manage my risk. I didn't hit my max drawdown limit of 2K today. So I'm gonna walk away and say, that's somewhat of a win. It's not all bad. I was able to record majority of the trades that I took today, but it would have been like an hour-long video if I included everything in. So I'm leaving it out. I just provided y'all with the summary of what happened today. So if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, join me on my journey, leave a comment, and let me know how y'all did. I'll see y'all next week.